Well, welcome everybody to our last elevation call of the year of 2022. It has been a year of ups and downs and great opportunities and great challenges. But December 4th, we are here and we're super grateful for you guys because this is the time of year where we have a lot of festivities. In fact, normally we meet the first and the third Sunday. And what's happening on the third Sunday this month?
Well, my brother and two sisters and niece and nephews and whoever can be there, we're all going to celebrate my mom's 85th birthday on that Sunday afternoon and evening. And we're going to do something we grew up as kids doing, and that is watching the 8mm reels from childhood. And my sister, one of them, has found a projector and they've been watching it and sending us pictures. And so, for me, that's going back in many cases, like 50, I'm 60 years old. So we're watching videos. There's actually a picture of my dad. My dad was mayor of Little Rock, Arkansas in the mid 60s. And, but prior to that, he was involved in other things like that. And there's a video of him videoing President Kennedy within literally just like, he's walking up to shake his hands and has to put the video camera down to shake his hand. So that's kind of a cool thing. But anyway, we're going to be celebrating Mom's birthday that day as a family. And I just, Lisa and I made the decision that's Christmas week. It's supposed to be elevation call, but we decided let's just make the first Sunday night of the month of December the last elevation call of 2022.
And so you guys get 4 weeks off. January 8th will be our next elevation call. So if you want to kind of pencil that in, put that on your calendar.
Here's the thing though, pretty much everybody on this call, for the most part, we're in touch with at different times during the month. Actually, if I look on here, I would say probably in some way, for us, probably 80% of the people on this call now we're in regular, even as much as weekly direct contact with. So anyway,
some of you guys made the mistake of giving us your cell phone number a long time ago. So and those of you who we aren't in contact with, just send it to us and we will be. But so we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. I'm going to have Hal talk about, last time we talked about the two ways of building the business: enrollments versus selling retail. So Hal's going to recap just 4 days in the month. Leaderboard.
Yep. So did we do last month's? Did we finish last month?
Yeah.
Top of the board? If you'll pull that back up.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll pull that back
up.
All
right. So for enrollments this month, presently, Yolanda Goff out of, that's not Washington.
Washington's really where she lives. Yeah.
Okay. Is Yo on? Is she on the call tonight? So. Okay. Well, anyways, I know she's been working with Kristen Olander, but at number 11, Yolanda, we call her Yo. And then Deborah Ray out of Tennessee, who's on the call tonight.
Ray, give her a big hand.
And she is, a number of you are this way, but she definitely is like, you've heard of Miss Congeniality. But she's also Miss Consistency. She just steady Eddie.
Is.
So anyway, she's at number 9 for the month of December. Then on the personal volume, let's see, who do we have here? At number 23,
Lynn Ashley Rohit.
Lynn Ashley. Oh, I'll see it. Lynn Ashley. How do you say her
name?
Rohovit. Yeah, at Georgia. And then also Blue Angel Medical at number 2. And we know who that is. That's the Todds at number 2 so far on the personal volume for the month. So
yay. And then last month, if you just look at how kind of like previous month, this is where we finished.
All right. So where are we?
We were number 6.
We were number 6.
Woo-hoo.
Is that it?
That's
for
it
our team last month.
Okay. Last month, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
Yeah. So and let's
well, talk about consistency. Miss Lisa's Miss Consistent,
Well, we're going to talk about that. We are. And then last month, Susan Welch was number 4 in the month, which is awesome. And then Lynn Ashley was number 11. So oftentimes when you see people that hit the leaderboard for personal retail volume, they have a retail practice of some type. And so when you think about building your team, it's a good thing to consider. So we had posted on Team Unlimited that tonight we really want to focus on gratitude and with regard to Zalise, what we're grateful for. But a couple little housekeeping items that I wanted to address before that. Number one, I posted what I'm kind of referring to as a talking product catalog on our Team Unlimited page. And that really came from doing some work toward the end of the month. I was going line item through line item through line item with my back office, looking at volume. And I realized how many people that I had that were using Ultracell, which is our Generation 1 product that we've really had, for the last 5 years. And I thought, and I made a contact with a couple of those people who had no idea that CBG came out. They had no idea of any product after CBG. They had no idea that we had free points, the reward points that we have now. And so I decided that I was just going to go ahead and take matters in my own hands and just kind of do a 19-minute kind of walk through the product catalog, because my very favorite way to share the products is to send somebody that product catalog. And kind of on the same note, they have revamped the back office resources page, which has been a source of consternation for a lot of us, just because we couldn't always find things that we're looking for.
It's the best they've ever done, by far.
Yeah, Hal and I were going through it this weekend.
I got so frustrated with it a while back. I was like, I can't look at that. Well, they have improved it a lot. So.
It's just much more organized. And they also, so if you go to resources and then look at US resources, and then look at, they have current promotion, which who knows what the current promotion is right now? Yes, Debbie?
Is it the new the December rewards thing?
The December glow, the 199.
Yes, it's the 199. Go ahead and tell us about that, Debbie.
Well, you get the choice of one product. There's a list of products you can choose from, but you get to start as bronze, and you get one product of your choice.
And how did you know that, Debbie?
Well, I constantly check the resource page, but you also reminded me because I asked you if they continued the bronze package for this month, because I had somebody that was 1 day short of signing up under that one, and she wanted the shield and the glow, but she's going to sign up probably on Monday.
Awesome. Well, you got on the leaderboard somehow. So how did you do that, Debbie?
Actually, that was just, it was a fellow that has a pet that is getting older and has a little arthritis in its hips. And he knows I sell it. It's a friend through the Art Helps Cancer program that we do. And he asked me about it. I gave him a couple samples to try, and he seemed to say it was working for him. So he wanted to sign up. I said, well, this is the best month to sign up because you can sign up as bronze. So I was looking for the two pack special though on the Raw, but I didn't see the combo pack. I looked through the new resource thing. It was kind of hard to find, but I didn't see the 2-pack promotion. Like, I don't know if it's still there, but I went under the.
Are you talking about CBD and CBG, the CBD, CBG?
Well, no, the two, like you can get 2 Ultracell Raw, 30 ml. It used to be $179, and because he was gonna get both.
Okay.
He was gonna get 2 bottles, but I said, well, it might come up next month. We can do it then. Just sign up for the one right now.
It brings up something though, Debbie, because I did see that there are people that have been using that 30 ml 2 bottle since like for 5 years, and guess how many reward points they have?
Probably a lot.
Susan, how many? Susan Everett, tell me what you're saying here.
Where is she? She was
I
on
can't hear
here.
you yet, Susan.
0.
Why is that, Susan?
Oh, I know why. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the discounted price, so therefore you don't earn any reward points and you
Right.
never get anything free.
That's
Right.
right. And
He wasn't going to do the auto ship. That's why.
gotcha.
At least not right now. But he was thinking of buying 2 bottles at the same time. But yeah, I do remind him of that.
Good. Well, and I'm glad everybody's familiar with that. But one of the points is just, when you start accumulating a team and people still use product, which means that it's a sticky product, people tend to really stick with this. You got to keep track of what they're using and truly try to create that dialogue, because if they're doing the 2 bottle pack, they might not have gotten any points. And, so it's a good conversation to have with people. So resources in the back office, just be aware that also the other section that I really liked was there's a new ambassador section. So if you have any people that join your team, it's great just to send them to resources and then go to the US resources and then new ambassador.
Actually, I would say take them there.
Mm,
Don't just send them there. It is there's some things on there that some of you may have never seen, and they're very helpful, but they're tools that we used from the beginning. Some of it might be a little confusing to try to just go there by yourself and look at it and say, oh, what do I do with this? But for those of you who, on this call, what I would recommend is go back to your back office and refresh yourself. I did this the other day with Lisa and said, hey, show me that. And, us looking at stuff like that together, we see it differently, but I was really impressed with both of those two new updated pieces. Now, on our leadership call, what was it, 2 weeks ago with Shannon, she was super excited about the fact that finally got that done. It might've been 3 weeks ago, I don't know, but that's what she brought to our corporate meeting. And I could see why she was excited about it. She was really proud of her team that had put that together, and it's much cleaner. Could it continue to use improvement? I'm sure it can, but it was really good. And so
I think it's pretty well organized. And the other question I had gotten from somebody was updated applications for people who want to join the business. There's a business section with applications in it and presentations. So it seems very well organized. I'd love to have your thoughts on it. There's a whole product section. There's a training tools section, but it's real easy to find them so that you kind of know where things are. I mean, there's so many resources back there. The challenge is just, as Hal said, having found them in the past. So I think that if you guys just go look, check it out, I think you're really going to like what you see. What do you think?
is it.
Yep. So I'm going to just kind of launch. I'm going to have Hal kind of launch us on our next section here.
Yeah. So what Lisa and I, with this being the final meeting of the year of this group, we really did want to focus on just our own gratitude and for us not to do most of the talking tonight, really, and that is to just express gratitude with each other. Lisa and I obviously talk a lot about Zalise. It's not all we talk about. We have a lot of life that we do. But I will say for me throughout 2022, as well as it's really been from the beginning, the people, which is you guys, and then other people in our lives that we have met through Zalise, and the people that we encounter in our community, our families, of course, but we have between the people and the products that we have to work with that are still, we just see incredible, life-changing, consistent performance from those products that we were just talking this week. That when right now the most valuable part of Zalise is not the brand name. It's not even leadership to us right now. It is the products and the people, which is you guys.
Yeah.
And so our gratitude for the gift for us over the last, for me, 4 years, a little over 4 years, has been the relationships, that just continue to be and grow the numbers of people. And when we look at this call tonight, a number of you we didn't know at all 4 months ago at all, or 3 months ago in some cases. Some of you we've known now. For me for 4 years, and for Lisa for 5, and some of you even longer than that with Lisa. But that's really how I wanted to just express tonight briefly. And some of that's obvious, kind of like, well, that's so obvious. Well, it's so true though. I mean, that's the truth of it is the products and the people is what I'm so grateful for.
And when you look at just other things out there, there's obviously other ways to make money. People can get a job, you can go to work, you can do other projects. But at the end of the day, what I love about this business is the scalability, is that you can decide that you want to just be a customer, you want to be a product user. You can decide that at any point that you're you want to generate more income, and you can really build a team. That's called scale. So it's a compensation plan that you can build a team from anywhere from where you are. And you can do it from your phone. You can do it from, a flexible work setting. And that is a hard thing to find, something that really can scale to a very significant level, in a way, for me, as a holistic nurse coach, that's really, really consistent with serving people, working with a product that it's kind of, I feel like it's a shortcut in many ways to help people launch on their health journey. So I'm super grateful for all of you guys for carrying this mission to the world with us. And I mean that, Jenny and Steve, to the world. You guys have done that globally. And just understand, you guys, we watched y'all and we know what you're doing. So we're very proud of you guys. And we're also so super grateful that you came into our lives. But we wanted to give just a place for you guys to be able to talk about with regard to Elise, what you are most grateful for.
I'm trying to find an unmute button. We're just so grateful to be on the call with everyone even this evening. Everyone's got, that we've lost members through the years, people who are not here. And, we're just grateful for the fellowship that we have on Sunday nights with you guys, and the fact that we are on a journey together, and I don't know, it's just a very special night to come and be with everyone here. And Jenny and I are just so grateful for the friendships that we're making with people on your team, on our team, that we didn't know. We didn't know anybody here really through the years. I knew Susan, we also a little bit through practice and things like that, but we're just very grateful and blessed that we have all y'all in our lives.
Well, I'd like to add to that. I'd like, the products and that's a no-brainer, but what I am most grateful for are Hal and Lisa. They are, I don't say this enough, I don't thank them enough, because they are always there. They are always there, always have a great positive attitude. They put a lot of thought into these elevation calls, y'all, that a lot of time. They are just such servants. And, when you're out in the business world as a sole proprietor, no one wants to see you succeed. They are constantly attacking you, and we firsthand experienced that. So I am most grateful for Hal and Lisa, the love that they have for us, the leadership that they give us, the guidance they give us. They just care about us and helping us succeed. And I just thank you all from the bottom of my heart. That's what I am most grateful for, is your leadership and your love.
Oh, Jenny, touches me. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
I too am most grateful for the team. Mama and Hal and you, Lisa, all say that I am growing, and I owe it all to this team. So thank you.
Lauren, you make the decision to grow.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people who don't. So we do see your growth, and it's a beautiful thing. So thank you for that.
Love y'all.
We love you too,
Love
Lauren.
you too, Lauren.
Real quick from Brian and I, two things. For me personally, the Zalise products have tremendously helped Brian. He doesn't want to say anything, but and then for
glasses, I couldn't see.
and then for our patients, it's something, we're on that leaderboard because we utilize these products for our patients, and our patients are the beneficiaries of that. So we're very grateful for that, because it's just another arrow in the quiver of healthcare that we have in our practice for our patients. So it's exciting, and
I'm just happy with her.
but yeah, so we're, we get on this call faithfully. And like, I got on last week thinking I had my calendar all mixed up. And so just know that this is something that I look forward to, and we look forward to on Sunday nights when we can. We're super busy with our teenagers.
I'll sell either one of them too.
All three. Yeah. So, but just know that, we're very grateful for the Zillie's family that we have. So we appreciate
Hey,
it.
Susan, thank you for that. And I was going to have Brian just tell us, you said the products have benefited him. Brian, what have they made you nicer? Is that it?
Yeah, I think they helped. They definitely helped. It's been a while, but I'm still not killing people and, I'm enjoying myself. So I think it's still keeping me even keeled. So.
He does every morning, you guys. He does these
I do
products
it
every morning.
faithfully.
I mean, it's like he has this routine, and
It's worked for me, so
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it for right now, definitely.
That's awesome.
You need them to raise those 3 teenagers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole new level of frustration that I'm figuring out again. I've already done it once and I thought I was over it. I'm
And-
not.
His oldest daughter got engaged.
I saw that on
That's That's
Facebook.
great.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Friday. Yeah. So
Friday, yeah.
it's an exciting time in our
So I'm ready for
family.
grandkids. I said, y'all need to hurry up. Let's get this on.
Oh,
Get this
there
going.
you go.
Anyway,
Awesome.
thank you very much.
We appreciate you guys so much.
And Merry
Thank you.
Christmas to everybody. Enjoy your holiday season if you celebrate these holidays. Thanks.
Thank you guys. Love y'all.
Hey, Hal, Lisa, I just
Yes.
want to say, we really appreciate the products. It sounds funny, but Laurie, with her condition that she has, her autoimmune disease, 3 years ago, she couldn't use a jigsaw or a sander. And now we're down building a nativity scene for outside, and she's cutting out different bunny, figurines out of the wood, and she's sanding them and all that. And she couldn't do that before, with, what she had to just drive her nuts, and so we appreciate the products and we appreciate you guys too. And like, the Todd said, you guys are there all the time for us, and, sick or not sick, you help us out, and we appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I actually want to call out Hal. Thank you, because you have pushed us to a different level. And in fact, I'm getting back into, I haven't done it for a while, but the meditation, and I'm listening to it at night. So I'm trying to go back to the basics so that we can hit the ground running when the time comes. But it's very interesting to me, and I use the word interesting a lot, but it is to watch people, and because I don't know that they know what to think about me, because I've always been that, and I'm sorry to say, but that dumb blonde, because I can't find words, I can't have thoughts. And I always knew that I was smarter than that I could show. And I'm still listening to books instead of reading them, but you've pushed me further. And Lisa, you're here, and I love everyone on this call. It excites me. And when I'm with you all, I get even more energy. It's kind of like, almost like being with bunnies, but even better.
But two-legged.
Yeah, but two-legged, and it's, so thank you for pushing us, and, being there even when I know that we fail, and but I know that I tell my grandson all the time that you love us no matter what. And I tell him, I love you no matter what, even when you don't do what you're supposed to do, I still love you. And I know that this whole group is the same way. So thank you all. So, and Merry Christmas. Oh, and I'll send the nativity set. I'll send a picture to Team Unlimited or to somebody.
It'll be good.
And also, Lorena, tell us why it's significant other than it's Christmas, because your story is really, really profound.
Thanksgiving's kind of did her in though.
Yeah, it kind of did. Well, actually, during Thanksgiving, I was 130 pounds, and I gained 5 pounds for Thanksgiving. I was so mad, but I got 2 off. I'm still working on it, but we actually made, for the last 2 years, I've made Thanksgiving dinner. Now, I think I'm now up to using my stove 20 times, and we got our kitchen redone 3 years ago.
Something like that.
And I had not used my stove 20 times in 3 years, and I actually have enough energy and
She can do it now.
and it's kind of, but now people see me, and if they didn't know me that long, they have no clue. And so when I say you don't understand, I understand where you're at. They're kind of like, right, and that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. But there's so much. I had a flu bug, and it used to put me in the hospital. And
Literally.
this time I stayed at my house. I did not feel great, but I was at my house for 4 days, and I didn't have to call anybody in to help me walk to the restroom, and people just don't understand that, but I think that I think God told me, hey, don't forget this, because I don't want to ever forget where I came from. So
That's beautiful, Lorena. And love is a very powerful emotion that we feel toward you guys as well. And so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Very special. Suzanne.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, it's nice to see you. So I'm just really grateful for the changes that I'm noticing in myself. And I was telling Wendy this the other day that I don't think I have inflammation anymore. And it makes me emotional to say it, but yeah, it just kind of dawned on me, and I can only thank the product for that. But as far as where I get all the information that I'm receiving, Lisa, I couldn't do it without you, and Wendy, I couldn't do it without you. I mean, the support is just uncanny to me. So love you to death.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. And, we love working with you too. But I tell you what, I feel so much gratitude hearing your story and your tears of gratitude, knowing that Wendy, what she went through to get to you. And that's really, I think, the story for all of us, is that we have the power to reach other Suzannes, other Lorenas, other Brians who are mean. No, I'm just teasing.
We're all interconnected, and
We're all interconnected, and we have this amazing tool and this gift. Really, it's a gift to share with others. And sometimes it's hard because not everybody has that kind of response.
Right.
But your story is really powerful. Suzanne, you look totally different than the first time that I met you on Zoom. I mean, it's just, I cannot believe. Tell us how old you are.
72.
I'm like, that just blows my mind, because you just look younger every time I see you. So Wendy, how does that make you feel?
Where'd Wendy go?
Sorry, trying to unmute.
Oh, there she is.
Smiling ear to ear. No, I just want to, it's just exciting to hear Suzanne and I, have been on quite the health journey together with just different things, but it just dawned on her the other day, like her feet, she's like, they don't hurt like they used to, and the one thing that was different was the glow in the shield. It's really worked for, Suzanne. And with Scooby being here too, we're really thankful for the magic cream. Scooby was bragging. I said, usually it takes me about 8 touches to sell something. And she's basically like, what's wrong with you? I talked to somebody once or twice and they buy from me. Kind of that type of attitude I get. But no, it's great. But really, I am thankful for so many things, including the products and just the different stories. I have a nephew who has had a lot of different ailments, and he's got reactive arthritis, and he's one thing in the past, he's never been consistent with anything. And I gifted him CBD and CBG, and I just said, on one condition, you've got to take it faithfully. And it's starting to help him. I'm so excited about that. So, but yeah. And Scooby's watching our Cowboys right now. Did you want to say anything? Put you on the spot.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm just thankful too, because like when it first came to me, I was just like, what is this cream? And I was like, yeah, you know what? If it doesn't work, I get a free back rub, right? Like, no problem. We'll try this out. Right? It's a win-win, right?
Pretty much.
But when I did try it, like, it was amazing. I was just like, wow, because I suffer with arthritis in my lower back. And it's, like, especially right now with the cold, it's really bothering me. And, and I'm just thankful for you guys to, like, introducing it to Wendy and then her being like, come on, come try this. And I thought you both were crazy. I was like, oh, it's just some other scheme, whatever. I'm like, all right, we can try it. I'll get my free back rub and I'll be out of here. No problem. I'll still be hurting a little, but oh, okay. But no. And like, I explain it to people too. Like, like Wendy was saying, like, I look at it, I'm like, why does it take you so long to sell it? Like, I talk to people and they're like, yeah, I'll buy it right now. And I'm like, shoot, I don't have any on me. That's why I carry it in my saddlebag now. So that way I got some. And because I just tell them, like, how it worked for me, and then just everything. And I just keep it plain and simple. So, but I'm just grateful for everybody that's been there for me, and, with all the questions and everything else. And so just keep up the good work, guys.
Oh,
I'm
Scooby,
going back to my football now.
You're going to be
Huh?
teaching the next call on how to sell magic cream.
Simple and straight to the point.
Awesome.
So how I do it is like, so when I explain the cream, I say, hey, it's a temporary fix, right? You know what? You put it on. But if you want to tackle it all together, then you got to use the drops and all of it together. And then because you got to go from the root, right? You got to hit the root of the source, and then everything else will intertwine. And they go, oh, really? Oh, okay, cool. Boom. And that's how I do it.
Beautiful. And we've got it on recording.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you,
Sweet.
Scooby, for sharing
No
your pearls
problem
with
for
us.
sharing my secrets.
I love it. Thanks, you guys. And thank you so much. We appreciate both of y'all. And Suzanne.
Yeah.
All three of y'all.
Hi.
Oh, Cyndy.
Yes, I showed up.
Hey, Cyndy.
I am grateful for so many things. First of all, I'm grateful that I did give this a chance in 2018 and try one more CBD product that I knew was not going to work and found out I was wrong. I'm so glad it did work. And I'm grateful for all of the wonderful products that Zalise has come up with since then that I cannot live without, including Brian, the bliss in the morning. It makes you really nice. I'm grateful for a place to go and dip into some positivity. The world seems to be imploding around us right now. Everybody is fighting and bitching and sniping at each other, and it is so hateful out there in the world. And it's just nice on a Sunday night or a Monday night to have some place to come where people are not doing that, and they care about each other and they support each other, and friends become family. And even the ones that are no longer with us anymore stay so important in our lives because they've taught us so much, especially you guys, Hal and Lisa. You've got so many of us on your plate at any given moment. And we all know that you love us right where we are. We all know that if we need something, you're there for us. And we all know that someday when we grow up, we're going to be you. So thank you for being there. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for introducing us to so many wonderful people. And I'm looking forward to the next year with you guys.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, Cyndy. How eloquent you are, and how much we adore you. Thank you so much for those beautiful words. Awesome. This is good. My heart is full. Susan?
It should be. Yeah. Okay. So I have a lot of things to be thankful, grateful for. And among those many things is the fact that you smiled at me when I was looking for a place to sit down. And so a complete stranger, I sat down by you, and then this all started from that. And so thank you for your willingness to reach out to someone like me. And just Cyndy said so many things that I would say ditto to, as far as this being a meeting and a group of people that are filled with positivity, that you can be yourself in front of, and that you're going to get some uplifting information and hints and ideas, books to read, things to listen to. Maybe they're things that you listened to years ago or you read years ago and you've gotten away from that. So those things all help. And I would be remiss to say that I'm not incredibly grateful for a product that I can give to someone or sell to someone, and they come back later and say, this has changed my life. And frankly, the person that I'm thinking of when I say that, she and I have never really gotten along. So the fact that she even wanted to buy from me amazed me. And then for her to come back and say that it's changed her life, that's something that I remember over and over and over again on the days that I'm not having any success. I haven't sold my magic cream like Scooby and all that kind of stuff. I still think back about that one person. And of course, I'm incredibly grateful to think back almost 4 years ago. I think it was, it'll be 4 years in March, when I was in a doctor's office with Carol, and the doctor shrugged and said, I don't know, there's nothing else I can do for you. I give you 1 year to 2 years to live most. And that will be 4 years in March when he said that. And so, that's a huge clap. And so to know that he didn't know crap about what he was talking about, and the fact that there are a lot of things out there that we need to look at that will help us. And this is just one of the many things that God provides us. And I'm so grateful that I've been introduced to that, and that I'm able to share that with people. And I look forward to the time I share with more and more and more people, as do we all. So I'm great. And one last thing, I forgot about this. I'm really grateful to the time that you guys spend doing this, because in corporate America, I had to do what you do, and it's a freaking lot of work. And I'm telling you, and to be up when you do it and to come up with ideas, and you just don't realize how hard it is until you have to do it. And so I really appreciate the time and effort that you guys put into this meeting, and drawing us all together and having, valuable information for us. It's not just a hi, how are you party. It's valuable information that can change our lives, which then in turn changes other people's lives. So thank you, Hal and Lisa, very much. That's it.
Susan, thank you so much. How eloquent. Thank you for everything you've said. And when you were first talking about that person that you didn't get along with, I was wondering if that was Carol.
Well, that too, but no, that's not who I was thinking about.
And it wasn't your sister Judy either, right?
No, it wasn't her either.
Okay.
Look at Judy.
That's something else, just because it's so funny, because when I first started using this product and trying to sell it, well, then I was sitting listening to videos, some YouTube videos that some of the other people had posted, and I can't think of his name, Dr. Landry. Anyway. Andrew, yeah. And so I was just sitting there learning this, and I didn't realize Judy, who was doing her Sudoku puzzles or whatever, sitting beside me, was listening in. And then all of a sudden she started kind of leaning over, looking at the video screen and asking questions. And then now she's selling it to her neighbors. So it's awesome.
That's a gateway.
It is.
Thank you. Well, we so appreciate all that you do for us, Susan, and for this team and this mission. And we love Carol and Judy. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all those comments.
Is there a chance this is Carol? Is there a
Carol? Where in the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Where are
There
you?
she is.
Oh, where am I? I'm out by the lake, so.
There's Carol.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to say from a user's point of view, Susie, came to me and said, I have this product and I think it's going to help you. And, I'd heard that several times. But Susie's a good friend. So I said, okay, I'll buy it. And has obviously changed my life. And has, put me in a position where I actually live my life. And I can't say that's where I was going or where I was at the time. It has made me so much more aware. I worked in the healthcare field, although I wasn't a clinician. How difficult it is to. I put it this way: I've watched Susie. She goes to all my doctor's appointments, And she manages to weave the story together. You know, I've got, let's say, 8 physicians that are routinely seeing me and changing prescriptions and doing those kinds of things. To have somebody that is well versed in how to sew all that together and make it a plan, and that's a lot of talent. And I think it's the least that's forcing those issues. And that's a win-win. I see, you know, doctors who are for it, I see doctors who are against it, but if they ever cooperate, it's going to be a fantastic experience for all of you. And if I was you, I would stay in the driver's seat as long as I could. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you
Carol.
so much, Carol. And you are definitely blessed to have Susan on your team. She's an amazing person. Anybody who runs into a dark room has courage. So we love you both, Carol. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share? Oh, that was just the cat's tail, Cyndy. I thought you were going to speak again.
I will.
Deborah.
I just want to say it's kind of repetitive, but the products I am grateful for. It helped me get through my cancer diagnosis and surgery. It helped me for my sleep, my pain. I am grateful for the team, especially you and Hal. You're my cheerleader when I need it, and you're there if I need you to talk to somebody. It's very rewarding to see the product healing someone else. It also helped my husband get off his blood pressure medicine. He's only on a quarter of a pill, and that's through the physician, but obviously we wouldn't do it on our own. But with the guidance of the physician, I'd say, well, call the doctor and see if you can cut it in half or cut it in quarters. And he's only down to a quarter of a pill. So I'm grateful that he's been able to get off of that, and the quality of the products. Grateful for being able to see other people. It's very rewarding to see them heal and tell you that their lives have changed. But I enjoy meeting all the new friends on the team. At Summerfest, got to see people actually in person. I don't think I could have gone through the 2 years of COVID with this business without you and Hal doing this Zoom every week at the time. And I just wanted to say I appreciate that. Thank you. And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you, Debbie. And to you and Jeff, we've loved having you on our team. You know, when we could meet live, we love driving through Nashville and getting to stay with you guys. And we're looking forward to the future of that. So thank you for being such
Hopefully in January.
January, baby.
I'm working on it.
Driving to Pensacola.
Oh, yeah, I wish I was going there.
Y'all are going to all come with me, all of y'all in the cold. And I just want to say something as well. Christina, were you talking?
I was going to. You can go ahead first.
No, you go ahead. I'll follow you.
Okay. I'm thankful for 4 years ago when I found Zaleeson products that just unlocked passion inside of me then. But I'm very, very fortunate that this year I've been able to find my purpose in just what I'm supposed to do and how I was created. And it's been interesting to know that I can just take this business honestly anywhere. I've taken phone calls from literally the middle of the ocean, and then for Chris to go to Dallas and train, and for me to just be able to pick up and take it there and talk to people. It just, this year has just been a full frontal view of what Zalees can do and how it can build people. And I'm just really appreciative of that. And you guys, of course, obviously you guys, it wouldn't be possible without you.
Well, Christina, I just want to say thank you for being an integral part of this team and really part of Angela's team as well. You know, you had really strong feelings about wanting Angela to sponsor you. And it's like you've been able to now carry on that work. She was a very, very strong leader for us in the Evansville area. And I'm grateful that means so much to you and that leadership role. So you and Chris both. Appreciate having you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I was going to say just a shout out because Stephen Todd and Debbie Ray and I'm trying to think anybody else who's on this call would not be here if it wasn't for Judy Carver, who we always tell the funny story
Yeah,
that
the Welches wouldn't be.
the Welches wouldn't be on this call because Judy, through the sponsorship,
I think
ultimately,
Debbie Ray would be on.
yeah, no, Debbie is on
Oh,
Judy's
you
team.
mentioned that, yeah.
And so, and Judy, you know, she's had challenges. I mean, Judy, I don't know if you can talk or not, but I think she's lost 5 or 6 people on her team just through death this year. And when you think of our teams as a family, it takes a toll on you to lose those people that you love. Just like losing Angela was hard on all of us. But sometimes, you know, those are challenges for us to overcome and you know, to come back from. But, you know, I appreciate Judy for, you know, being one of the founding members of this team. Judy, I'll let you.
I'm here. I'm not letting you see me.
That's okay, but we appreciate you being on and appreciate you being part of this group.
Actually, Don had to wake me back up to get on because of course you all know I'm now down here in nice sunny warm Florida.
Yeah, we know all about that.
Yeah, you don't need
an hour ahead of you.
Rubbing it in. Thank you.
But we've had such a busy week and we were both so tired. I said, okay, but I'm gonna get back up and I'll get on here. Just don't want you to see me. But Zalise and Lisa, well, Angela, all of you all have changed my life. And I there's hardly anything else you can say except it's just love. It's just knowing that everyone that's on it are people who love you and really care and are the type of people you want to surround yourself with and understanding. And yes, mine, I think it's been the most challenging for me as is losing not only to death, but I mean, when you have 5 really close, a couple of them, well, most of you know, Angela was my 30-year mama. Everybody else, everything she was to me, she was to you too. But with her and Donna Nunn and you know, it's just hard. It's just hard. And my age doesn't help. And then with Don's health issues, so you know, just the fact that I'm still here and being able to be a part of the team is wonderful. Yeah, thank you all.
Judy, I was just proud of you for knowing which Zoom line to get on.
Yeah, did she text you tonight?
She did not.
Judy.
I did not. I got
on all by
tonight.
yourself. I mean, like seriously,
Maybe you need to take a nap before and get woke up. At the
Yeah,
last
well, you know, well, I will have to tell you I cheated because I had to go to the Facebook. Look
That's
the
okay.
number
You found
up.
it on your own.
Man, well, see, I did that.
I know.
Judy, you can be taught.
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
Your best learning years are
When that question
ahead,
is about
Judy, I
being
promise.
tradable, I'm not sure I was ever answered that one correctly.
Well, Judy, we love you and I'm glad you can feel it. Thank you for being on this call tonight and for all that you've done for the Zalise mission and this team and for Helen and myself. We love you.
We love you too.
And I also want to shout out to Karen Hale, who's on this call. And Karen and Eddie were on my very, very first live meeting in Evansville at the Marriott. It was both, what was it, Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. At the same time, I never dreamed anybody would come, and Karen and Eddie sat on the second row. Karen, can you tell us that story real quick? We don't hear you, Karen. We see you're on, but anyway, she and Eddie have been huge supporters of the Zalise team. They've never missed a meeting and brought
Well,
Mary.
they bought each other a bottle of a product for
Valentine's Day.
I think it's like
Yeah.
one of the best stories of all of Zalise is they came to a Zalise meeting.
The very first one.
On Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday, but anyway, and they bought each other a bottle. And they've been here ever since, and they built a team. And there's some of you that would not be here without her and Eddie. And of course, she keeps us all entertained by posting on Facebook what Eddie's doing, rolling around and cutting stuff out in the yard. doing all that stuff. But, you know, we just love Eddie and Karen, and they're so faithful to always show up at meetings, and, you know, and plus just plugging along. So,
Yeah, she's introduced a lot of people to product,
Mhm.
and also want to shout out to Jenny Offerman, who also was one of those original Evansville team members. And you guys, it just means so much to us that you guys still chime in, you still care, you still come to calls. And this is really the heartbeat of our team right here. And I'm just so grateful for you guys.
So, yeah, so that's pretty much everybody tonight.
Yeah, I think
so obviously, you know, for Elevation Call, this is our last one for this year. You know, who knows? Keep your ears to the ground. We may reach out if we hear or see something that's like super important, and we pull something together. It's not like we're not telling you we're going to, but if we do, we will, and pull it together and get excited about next year. I know tomorrow night that Jeff and Don Richardson are going to do on the Freedom Call with Jason Leach, who's the financial kind of guru of Zalise behind the scenes, building business on the side. And, you know, they both have family businesses they're running outside of Zalise full time all the time. And so they're going to talk about that tomorrow night. And then there's some leadership opportunity meetings coming up in in December on Monday night on the Freedom Call.
Right.
So,
and then Tuesday night of this week, I'm going to give kind of the overview of why Zalise. And so just, you know, if you have prospects that are interested in seeing kind of the 10,000-foot view, please invite them to that. It's kind of a fast and quick overview. But that's really all that I had. So I'm
Hey,
going to
Helen,
stop.
Lisa, we need to, I want to say something. Steve, I want to say that not tomorrow night, Jeff and Don are participating in the Freedom Call, but the next Monday night, Steve is participating in it and doing a presentation on sleep, the benefits of sleep. It's awesome. So
I'm so glad you said that, Jenny, because we were on the leadership call when really it was the leaders that said, do you think Steve and Todd would be willing to do this lecture on, you know, sleep and cannabinoids and just kind of how he's using the sleep products in his practice. And I said, well, I don't know, but
we'll
I'll ask him.
Yeah. But we've done it and he's practiced it several times. It's going to be great. You don't want to miss it. I mean, it's just really good. He's going to do a great job about talking about sleep, but how these products, you know,
How they really work.
For sleep. So
Yeah, just for sleep. If you can stay awake for sleep.
Well, listen, that's a
funny.
big deal.
That's funny.
But it's also just an example of servant leadership. And I just want to shout out Jenny and Steve. You know, you guys, people don't know behind the scenes just how much you guys do between the global calls and just the leadership calls that you guys are on as regionals. You guys spend a lot of time just being servant leaders to Zalise Nation. And you guys are just amazing people with servants' hearts. You're generous, you're beautiful. Only thing we don't like is that you keep rubbing it in about how warm it is in Florida, but we can get over that by visiting.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to also say, pray for Ed. Ed's still ill, and Ed Keller. And Ed just needs our prayers, and he's a special guy, and he's just has some issues right now. So anyway.
Thank you, Steve, for saying that. You know, Julia Baker is another one who is really, you know, going through a lot right now with, you know, I think that's one thing that's really made this year so hard is just all of us know somebody who's really struggling with their health or maybe already lost the battle. And it just, you know, I don't think in my life that I've seen a year of loss quite like 22. So it's just the rest of us have to really lock arms and stay close and also just kind of stay in contact, just, you know, emotionally to know kind of where we are. Right, Susan? Because we're walking through this together, and I'm just grateful God put you all in our lives. You know, some of you guys have big families and very supportive families, and you guys are my family, you and Hal and the Henson family. So I just want you to know how grateful that I am for you.
Thank you.
Like she forgot she has 2 boys. You didn't forget that.
No, I didn't forget that, but they're probably going to put me out on a curb instead of a retirement home. I'm just like,
No.
the boys really take care of the.
Yeah, they do. We do. We do. We take care of our mamas.
Okay, well,
So-
I'm gonna stop the recording right now.
So as we, just in the weeks ahead,